Well, the gospel for today, my dear friends, on this Sunday morning is taken from John chapter 6, verses 1 to 15. And this is the miracle of the loaves. You remember this story? There was a large crowd who followed Jesus because they saw signs and wonders he was performing, especially healing. So a lot of people are going to Jesus for a basic, one particular purpose, and that is to heal the sick. Now, there is another thing that Jesus would do on this feast of the Passover. It was nearing already, and that is the feeding of so many people, thousands of people, something like 4,000 people there, not including the men and women. So most probably this is a very, very big crowd. And since they were following Jesus for about 3 days already, Jesus saw that they're hungry. Even if they brought something or some provisions, but 3 days, most probably they would consume all the things that they have. And so Jesus saw that they were hungry. And well, we all know the story. Jesus started feeding them miraculously. So they were saying, this is truly the prophet, the one who is to come into the world. So there are two things that Jesus did that these people were so attracted to him. Well, of course, three things he did. First, teaching, and then healing the sick people, and feeding them. Of course, most probably for those people who are not yet hewn to the whole idea of Jesus' ministry, they would love Jesus for feeding them for free. Can you imagine if Jesus would do that every day, and he can do it every day? Can you imagine? But then Jesus is not doing this for his own sake. Jesus would not heal simply because he wants to heal. Jesus would not teach simply because he wants to share what his mind is all about. And Jesus would not feed people simply because he wants to show off as a leader. There is a reason for this. And the reason is something higher. The purpose is something much higher. And slowly Jesus would reveal that purpose, something that the people may not really understand in the end. And you will see this. They would not understand. Now, what is this? What is the purpose of all these things that Jesus is doing? Actually, he is preparing the people, disposing their mind on the idea or the concept of the Blessed Eucharist. See, the Blessed Eucharist. Jesus would like to teach them the reality of the Holy Eucharist, the body and blood of Jesus Christ. First, he taught the people, prepare their minds, because you need your intellectual faculties to understand. Then, he wants to prepare people by healing the sick, meaning Jesus can perform miracles, like healing the sick and raising the dead to life. Now he feeds a lot of people. So Jesus is trying to say, hey, for me nothing is impossible. I can do a lot of things. I can do a lot of miracles if you want. Because he is preparing these people for the final miracle. For a bigger, deeper miracle that somehow may elude their understanding and perception. And this is the miracle of the Eucharist. So our challenge to you, my dear friends, is, of course, we are Catholics, we are Christians, and we believe in this Eucharist. Today is a Sunday, and we all go to the church and receive Holy Communion. But the question remains, do you really believe that what Jesus did, the power of God can do this? The bread, the wine, turning into his body and blood for us to receive and to take.